we go. We are live now. Good morning. Yes, as I was saying, it is actually surprisingly. Hi, Stephanie. Great to see you. It is actually getting lighter out here in the mornings, and it's not. I'm going to touch wood, but it's not actually as chilly. So I have got 10,000 layers. I've even got leggings underneath my trousers to keep me warm while we do this. Because I'm still, when we're out here, I do get quite nippy by the end. So today's meditation is we're this week in my community we're thinking about intention, and particularly this time of year, intentions are so important. And we've all had the rug pulled out from underneath us here in the UK around how we wanted to start the year, but it doesn't mean that we can't still be intentional. And in fact, tonight, for those of you who are in my Ninja Mind Skills program, and anybody's welcome to sign up to come along. We're having an intention setting workshop, and that sounds very vanilla, but actually it's really powerful practice where we actually look at last year and we allow ourselves some ranting time about what happened, and we allow ourselves to feel the things we felt last year before really tuning into the things that did go well, the learnings that we had, and then looking at what we want to do this coming year to really make the year have the flavor that we want, even though we can't control the things that are going to happen. So what does it mean intention in terms of our practice today? Well, as I said, we're all, our external situation right now is largely beyond our control a lot of the time. And so what we're facing is, we can't necessarily choose the things that are happening, but we can choose our responses, even when it doesn't feel like it. And for our practice today, we're just going to be cultivating and growing that muscle, that capacity to choose where to pay attention by doing that with intention. So, oh look, you can see this. There's this light sky behind me. Is that the moon? Yeah. So we're going to use our body as a way to do that. So we're just going to pay attention to our body progressively and really intentionally, almost as if we've never paid attention to our body before. Almost like this is the first time I've noticed the various things that I'm experiencing in my body, to really tune into what am I actually feeling in my body, rather than often we just know what we're expecting to feel. And that process, that subtlety of that, is what shifts us from reactivity, from just our attention being under assault and not being where we get to choose. And your only job when we do this is to notice when your mind's been distracted, because it will. If you're human, morning Claire, if you're human, then you will get distracted. That is the nature of our minds, and it's actually what our mind's supposed to do. It's a thinking machine, but the difference is that we can choose to come back just gently and without effort. There's no judging of yourself if your mind is busy. It's just a case of seeing what's there, bringing your attention back to the practice, even if you have to do that 100 times as I'm guiding you through the practice. And in terms of our posture, for those of you who haven't joined me before, I'm just going to collect my AirPods so you can hopefully hear me a bit better. Is that we just want to be active but relaxed. So for this particular type of practice, particularly where we are trying to train our attention, to cultivate our attention, we don't want to be so relaxed that we're falling back asleep. So if you're still lying in bed right now, you might want to sit yourself up, prop yourself up in bed, and ideally so your head's not resting back on anything, because if your head's resting back, there is a chance that you can fall asleep rather than just be in a state of falling asleep. So particularly if you're really tired, you might have some nodding dog happening as we meditate, a little drool maybe, that's okay. As long as your head's not resting back, you won't be actually asleep. And so we want to, but we also don't want to go the other way and be so active that we're holding ourselves too rigidly, and we are ending up, holding it too tight. So we just want to find that middle ground. So just pay attention and see how you go. So without further ado, hello over in Facebook. It's not telling me who you are, but I can see there are some people joining us on Facebook. Gently closing down your eyes and just taking a moment, sometimes almost instantly when we close our eyes to meditate, our mind gives us clues about how we're feeling. So just notice, where does your attention go as soon as you close your eyes? Without trying to control your attention, what happens? And just knowing that you can relax, that there's no right or wrong, that for this moment right now, this is exactly where you're supposed to be. So we'll set an intention for this short practice that we're going to do. I'm exactly where I planned to be. There's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to do. This is it. This moment of focus, of attention, and intentionally being right here is all I need to do. And notice if that creates any extra space for you to let go. Let go of the need to be doing. If you're already feeling the tug of your day and your week, know that you can come back to this moment. This is your anchor point. So from that place of noticing where our attention is and noticing where it wants to go, almost like training a puppy, we'll gently bring our attention to the very tips of the fingers without moving the fingers. Just let your full focus rest there. And if you've meditated like this with me before, you might have experienced what happens when you place your attention on your fingertips. That after a few moments, you can sometimes feel a gentle tingling or buzzing in the fingers, like a vibration or humming. And if you don't feel anything, that's okay too, but just pay attention to the very tips of the fingers. And if you've experienced this before, or maybe even lots of times, can you just notice this time? How does it feel in this moment? And this moment? And this moment? And if there are thoughts and sensations that are also arising, that's okay. But bring your main attention, your main focus to the very tips of the fingers. Gently, without effort. Imagining that it was something very delicate. And then adding your toes to your awareness. Noticing the big toe on each foot. And then each of the toes all the way across to the little toes. Maybe your mind's already wandered, or you're already finding that there's judgment or thoughts or sensations, but just come back moment by moment, the fingers and the toes. You get to choose where your attention goes. Allowing it to spill across the palms of the hands, soles of the feet. Maybe there's that same tingling, or maybe there's no sensation. Maybe there's just a gentle warmth. Maybe you're aware of a lightness or a heaviness. Just notice. What's the most subtle thing you can notice about what you feel right now in your hands and your feet? Maybe you can also be aware of your feel of the feet on the floor or on the bed, the places where the weight of your foot and your leg rests. Maybe you can also notice the weight of your hands in your lap. And allow your awareness to travel intentionally up your ankles, noticing the shins and the calves, the feel of your muscles, the feel of the clothes against your skin, up to the knees, noticing if the knees slightly bent, traveling along the thighs and into the hips. Noticing the weight of your whole legs now. Maybe there's a heaviness. Maybe there's a lightness. Just noticing the legs as if this is the very first time you paid attention. That they're the most fascinating thing that you've ever paid attention to. Can you feel the sensation of the weight of your body in the chair? Almost noticing gravity holding you in place. Noticing that there's no requirement for you to do anything. You can actually let go a little bit more of the muscles and the tensing and the holding. Intentionally allowing your legs to just be there. And then from the hands, noticing the palms of the hands, the back of the hands in the lap. Noticing maybe you're holding on a little tiny bit in the muscles of the fingers. And allowing yourself to become aware of the wrists. Again, just as if this is the very first time that you've paid attention. What can you notice as you travel your awareness up your arms? Just allowing whatever is there to be in your awareness. No effort or trying or forcing. So the opposite of the type of energy we need to use in our day-to-day lives. Up to the crook of the arms. Noticing if there's impatience in the mind. The mind wants to wander, just gently coming back. There's no rush. You've got time in this moment. Allowing your awareness to travel up to the top of the shoulders. Noticing that you can feel the weight of your whole arm now. Maybe that noticing allows a softening. Can you feel the arm against the side of the body? Can you notice a heaviness or a lightness in the arms? Maybe you can notice that just like with the legs, there's nothing you need to do. The arms can just be still. They're held. You can let go. You can choose in this moment for your body to do its thing. And noticing the shoulder blades. Noticing what happens as you notice. Noticing how it connects round to the collarbones, to the chest, down to the belly. Maybe you can even begin to notice your body breathing. Notice that your body's been breathing all this time. Maybe you didn't notice. The body's just breathing. You're just watching. But now in this moment, there's no requirement to do. The whole body's in your awareness. Noticing the jaw, the back of the head where the neck joins the head, feeling almost how the weight of the head is carried by the rest of the body. Noticing your cheeks, your forehead,
the very top of your head, that space just above the top of your head, almost feeling the energy there. Can you notice just outside of yourself, with your whole body in your awareness, as if you've never paid attention like this? Maybe there's a deeper feeling of relaxation that's just beginning to emerge through that place of non-doing. And if you're aware of the distraction and the tugs on your attention, that's okay. You just need to gently return to this awareness of your whole body. in this moment, that's all that's required of you. Maybe there's a feeling of heaviness or lightness in the whole body. Maybe you're aware of a light, a warmth. Just notice, what do you notice right now in this moment? And this coming together of the mind and the body. There's no pass or fail. The fact that you're here right now with your eyes closed means that you've succeeded. You've gifted yourself this time to pay attention, to be intentional. And as you go through your day, that quality of attention will be infused in the things that you do. We don't meditate to get better at meditation. You meditate for eyes open life. Coming back to your breathing and that rising and falling of the body. We'll take 3 slower and deeper breaths. So we'll be breathing all the way down into the belly. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Maybe putting a hand on your belly, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. And one more time, breathing in through the nose is really deeply and slowly, but without too much force. And then sighing out of the mouth. Really allow a big sigh. We'll do more of those actually, almost exaggerating that movement of your shoulders up towards your ears. And then sighing it out and releasing with your eyes closed. And gently returning movement to the fingers, to the toes. Being intentional. Finger by finger, toe by toe. And then just gently, whenever you're ready, taking your time to just blink open the eyes, keeping the gaze soft. And maybe noticing, just like here, it's a little bit more light. That as we've been paying attention internally, things are moving and changing around us, and that's okay. Just noticing 3 things you can see in the room that you're in before you race into your day. Just 3 things. And then notice 3 things you can hear right now. Maybe where I am, maybe where you are. And then finally, 3 sensations in your body right now. You're going to feel on the floor or an internal sensation. And seeing if through your day to day, you can find those just moments of intention, those moments of tuning in that remind us to come back to ourselves as we're in the busy doing. Well, thank you for joining me this morning. And for those of you who would like to join us this evening for our intention setting workshop, I'm going to put the link in the comments. As I said, if you're in my community already, or you're taking part in my 21-day Ninja Mind Skills program, then you'll be able to, the workshop is completely free, but there's also a worksheet that comes with it. And it's going to be I'm very excited about this session. It's going to be a really awesome evening of just releasing and letting go of the year that's gone, whatever it brought you, and giving yourself space to tune into what you would like to create in this year that's coming. Thanks very much, everybody. And I will see you, those in the community, I will see you tonight, anybody who's coming tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. The dawn, Natalie says, yes, love the dawn chorus. I know, it's so lovely hearing the birds wake up. It's really lovely. I'll see you all soon. Take care.